Hello babes, so welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't done a chit chat kind of Q&A with you guys. I feel like it's such a good time for me to connect with you. So I asked you guys on IG, but I also collected questions from YouTube too, because I know some of you don't have IG pages. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you guys get notified for all of my brand new videos. And I am so happy to announce that this video is in partnership with Kenzie. This is their IPL handset that uses broad spectrum of visible light that covers larger areas of the skin versus regular laser treatment that actually covers small and controlled areas. So we are going to be doing some hair removal in this video. I felt like it was such a perfect opportunity. I've also done hair removal at spas. I paid a lot of money, you guys, and at the end of the day, like, I'm talking thousands of dollars, okay? I'm not talking hundreds, I'm talking thousands of dollars that I paid. I'm just not into spending another couple $1,000s on removing my hair. I found personally for me, spending that kind of money, and in the end certain areas, to be honest with you, didn't really get away. For example, my armpits, I actually haven't shaved them so I can show you guys, but this is not fully grown out, so I don't know if you guys can see. You'll probably see like a green shadow. It's definitely more convenient to do it at home. It is super easy to do it at home. Kind of felt pressured when I paid that amount of money to kind of get in as much as I could, so I would be like, okay, go the highest. It's freaking painful. The only thing you feel with this one is kind of like a heat on your skin. It's kind of like if you put like a heat pad and you just feel like a flash of heat. That's all you feel. And also I have exfoliated some of my tan off, and I've also shaved my hair off of my arms so that we can do it today. It's also really good if you want to try it out. It's not as expensive. I also have a code for you guys to save even more money doing it at home. You guys will get $50 off. I'll put the code right over here, and make sure you guys use my link down below in the description box. It just saves you so much time. You don't have to be shaving every single other day. The other thing that really bothered me was my strawberry legs. If you guys don't know, literally if you think of a strawberry, you see those little tiny dots, and you'd be wearing dresses and all you see are these dots, and it would really bother me, to be honest. Like, I was really kind of insecure about that, but I don't have the strawberry legs anymore, so you will get rid of that if that's something that you absolutely hate like I do. You are able to use it from your upper lip down. A lot of people are not comfortable with doing their Brazilians with somebody, so you can honestly have it at the comfort of your own home. You don't have to pay for packages, or you don't have to constantly pay for every single session. Now that I've had both options, and I can honestly tell you, I think it's just a lot easier to do it at home. If you guys have one blue light, that means you're on level 1 and it goes all the way up. So the more blue you see, the higher the level you're going at, the more strong the treatment is basically gonna be. I love that they also have a super long cable, you guys. It's 9 feet, and I can be like stretching out my leg onto my bed and without having to feel like this big hassle. It just really feels nice in the hand, and I feel like the matte finish also makes it super easy so that it's not slippery while you're treating yourself. I'll show you guys over here. They have a skin type kind of guide for you to tell you which level you guys should be on for your skin type. I also have a glide mode, which is really cool, you guys. So if you're treating a large area like the bottom of your legs, let's say, it will continuously flash so you can treat the area without any interruptions. And it's super effective, and I feel like it's so much more affordable. I feel like because we're at home, this is the perfect time for us to also be treating our hair, and when everything goes back to normal, girl, you'll be a bald eagle, and you'll just be like, watch yourself. And I love that if I have to go back and treat a certain area or a hair here and there, I have it at home. I love that when Nyla's sleeping, I can just be watching a show and I'm literally just like sitting there and like treating the area. This is like the #1 reason why I started laser hair removal, because I cannot stand shaving. I was shaving every other day, and then there was stubble. You guys will start seeing results after 3 to 4 treatments, and after 12 treatments, you guys should see a massive result. All right, guys, let me plug this guy in and let's start answering some girl talk questions. Like I said, you guys will see the flashing green light at the back over there, and you guys hear how quiet it is? Oh, this question gets right to it. What advice would you give for someone whose parents are racist towards their boyfriend? So you're gonna put it directly onto the skin, and you guys will see the pink light is flashing. That's when it's ready to treat. I feel like I would have a talk with my parents, and I would tell them, you have to absolutely accept who I'm with, because it's not going to change. Damn, this is so easy. You don't ever want to subject your boyfriend to that either, right? Like, if your parents love you, they're going to want to see you happy. I definitely would show them that, #1, you're not going to take it. No, your views are your views, but they're not my views. They're never going to be. Sometimes with the older generation, they have such a hard time kind of coming around. Sometimes people were raised to like not be open-minded about other cultures, so sometimes they're just scared to kind of be open to it too. And you know what, maybe you eliminate yourself from their presence, because that will go to show them like, oh damn, you know, my daughter is now eliminating herself. Maybe I do need to give this guy a chance. Has my dog helped with my anxiety? I feel like she's helped in a lot of ways, and I do feel like I also have moments where, you know, she makes it worse. You have anxiety, you kind of just, sometimes like me, I just want to be like left alone, and I don't want to be bothered, you know what I mean? But she's helped me so much to the point where I realize I don't have time to think about other stupid stuff that I would overthink about. I also have to find such a huge balance with myself throughout the day and my own routine. And she's honestly made me realize, okay, that stuff that you used to like overthink, that was such a waste of time, Steph. Even in the moments where it is tough and I have anxiety and I'm like, oh my God, stop misbehaving, I feel like those are such good, strong learning curves and learning moments for me, because I have to now figure out ways to have the patience, have the balance while having that anxiety and having to take care of her. So I definitely feel like she has helped out. Okay, I'm done my arms. First place you want to travel when everything settles down. This probably doesn't sound like an interesting place, but I definitely want to visit Texas. I don't know what it is, it just seems so homey there. I do also miss LA, but I'm not like rushing to go back. I kind of want somewhere new to visit, even just somewhere beachy. And this girl said, I wasn't sure if I should ask because I know it's hard for you to talk about. In regards to your depression and PMDD, do you think you'll ever do a video on the subject? So many people go through this kind of stuff, and sometimes it's nice to know we're all in this together. Definitely agree with that. To be very transparent with you, I had a really bad morning this morning. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I'm going through my PMDD as I'm sitting here talking to you guys. It was a really bad morning. And this is a good example of when Nyla doesn't help with my PMDD. I don't like saying this, but sometimes you can be like a loose cannon, and I feel like I hate the stigma of women being called crazy when it comes to PMS and PMDD and stuff like that, or if we have attitude, oh, it's just another crazy woman. I hate that crap. So I'm not trying to do that, but that's just my experience. I just kind of feel like sometimes like a loose cannon. I do feel crazy. It was a really tough morning. I had to just release. I feel like what I mean by release is just cry it out. I just sometimes hit rock bottom, especially when it comes to my PMDD, because there's like your hormones are just so out of whack. If you normally get irritated during normal PMS, this is like times 20, you guys, like getting irritated. And so it's like I have to have so much patience. But when you're going through PMDD, your patience is like, because you're getting irritated by things, I feel guilty. I feel like crap about myself. I feel like I'm a horrible mom to her. It just doesn't make me feel good. Ooh. It's definitely a subject I want to talk about, but I cannot talk about it when I'm going through it. I'm trying my best right now. I don't want to be yelling at her. I don't want to be screaming at her, you know, and I feel for moms. So I feel for you, and honestly, salute to you. Salute to all women that go through this. But once you have children or a puppy running around, it just amplifies it even more. And PMDD can make you feel like shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. PMDD really messes with this up here, and it makes you question yourself. And if you're already not secure, which I feel like I'm pretty secure, but if you're not, I always think about those women. It's really freaking dangerous for that to be happening, you know? Thank God it's only for a window of time. You just have to tell yourself it's not real. It's just your hormones just going out of whack sometimes. And some months are better than others. Sometimes it passes and I'm like, that one wasn't too bad. And then other months I'm like, geez, this month, why are you putting me through it? Have those lazy days. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, for example, doing this video, I couldn't do it yesterday. I couldn't do it the day before. I just could not do it. I wasn't in that mindset. Unfortunately, I kind of have to schedule things around it. So that's how you know, like, it really just affects your life. This one's interesting. Would you ever date a Latino/Hispanic man? Ya tú sabes, claro que sí. Yes, I would. I feel like it honestly, I mean, in a way, it would kind of make sense. Not that I wouldn't date other races. Definitely do have my type. Spanish is my #1 language, y'all already know. I am Portuguese for those of you who don't know. My car only plays 99.99999 música español. In that sense, it would make sense. I love the culture. I love the people. You guys are just so, #1, funny. You guys are very fun. You guys are big on family. And I feel like you guys are very similar to our culture. Like, if anybody is close to us, it's Hispanics, you know, very close to Portuguese culture. And our languages are very, very similar, especially like Mexican type Spanish. Are you trying to send like Latino, Hispanic man vibes my way or something, girl? Watch yourself. What workouts are you doing these days? Walking my dog and running around my island and going and up and down the stairs. Workouts have been non-existent lately. I just feel like I'm so burnt out throughout the day, you guys. Like, I'm not even joking you. I'm so burnt out. And I'm like, you know what, Steph? When you have time when she's sleeping and you've gotten everything done, just do a 20-minute workout, a 15-minute workout. Has the pandemic changed your changed dating for you? Love you, girl. Love you too, girl. Probably not really, because I feel like the type of person I am, y'all already know, I'm not gonna be the type of girl that like goes out looking for a guy. I know that sounds bad, but I feel like a lot of the kind of connections are happening a lot online and social media. I don't think I would ever sign up for an online dating thing though. I think it would just have to be, number one, a spontaneous kind of thing, which is not kind of possible here physically. Maybe it would be someone that someone knows and I've run into them type of thing, or social media. Like, I feel like that would be the only way I would personally meet a guy, because number one, I'm extremely shy. Number two, I hate dating. Hate dating. I like the part of dating when you've already been dating. Like, feel comfortable. In the beginning, it's like you have all the stupid questions where it's just like, oh my god, can we just get past this crap? Like, this just feels like, I've always said it feels like an interview. Thoughts on Brazilian waxing versus shaving? That's what you should do, girl. This is just better, you guys. The thing with waxing and shaving is it's going to be constant. Ingrown hairs with shaving, and there's also just having to shave constantly all the time. It's just not worth it. I would not go back to waxing at all, and I would not go back to shaving. No thank you. Get yourself some Kenzie. Get yourself $50 off. This one I have to answer because, girl, I got a story for you, and I don't care if this person's watching this, because if you are watching this, now you can get my real thoughts on what happened and what you did. So, do you ever feel the pressure from friends or family to date someone? Do they ever make you feel like the clock is ticking? And does it make you feel any type of way? You can't make me feel like my clock is ticking. You can't make me feel insecure about my dating life, my personal life. You can't make me feel any type of way, because Steph is gonna do what Steph wants to do, okay? That just shows me that people who have done this to me, they don't know who I am. Family member that tried to pull something that, to be honest with you, it ticked me off. I remember just like being very blunt and flat out telling them, no, don't need it, thanks for your efforts though. So family members have kind of sometimes made me feel like, oh, like, but isn't it lonely being alone? Like, first of all, that's rude. Like, don't assume, ask me, but don't be like, oh, isn't it sad? Like, don't compare me to my sisters and how they have boyfriends and I don't. Don't tell me that I'm next in line. Don't know what the frig that means. Don't tell me how I should be with someone and I shouldn't be alone. They literally already talked to somebody that had a son, and they told them, yeah, let's set them up, let's get it, I will get this going. Like, that's how confident they were, without even speaking to me, without even telling me or nothing. So they already kind of set something up. Then she tells me, oh, found someone for you. Excuse me? Did you even ask me? Because I don't remember hitting you up. This is who I found for you. And I was so like taken back. I was like, this is not happening right now. Like, what? And they sent like a Facebook page or something like that, because back then, whatever, this was a few years ago. And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, ladies. I don't know the guy's personality. I don't know, right? Okay? But we all have our type. Stop acting like you don't. We have our type, okay? I have my type. I knew what I would be getting myself into, okay? I'm not gonna go into detail, but I knew what was trying to happen here, what was trying to go down. Anyways, so that was the other thing that was kind of pissing me off, to be honest with you. And I was like, no, thank you. Thanks for looking though. Like, I don't know, I said something blunt. Shut that shit down quickly. I was like, sweetheart, don't ever try that shit again. I don't need you to find anyone for me. Steph knows what she wants. I think it's clear Steph knows what she wants. Steph will find it. If Steph doesn't want to find it, Steph won't find it. I mean, you didn't speak to me, you didn't ask me. You made the decision that you felt like I needed someone and that it was just about that time. You don't even know what my type is. Like, this person does not know what my type is. Because he had a good job, I think, and he was a good boy. Wow. The standards. It's annoying. It's annoying when any family member tries to make you feel that way. But like, let's just be real, you guys. I'm not trying to be cocky, but if I wanted to have someone, do you think I could have someone? I'm asking you. Please comment down below. I think the answer would be yes, right? Because I don't think I'm a bad woman. I don't think I don't have things to offer. So I think I could find someone if I really wanted to, right? Okay, so I don't need you to look for me, and that's what you need to tell them. No shade, but kind of shade. Always the people that don't have it figured out in their own personal life that are trying to figure out your personal life for you. I don't need that, sweetheart, but thank you. Next question. Tips on saving to live on your own. Love you, girl. Love you too, Brittany Garcia. Watch yourself, girl. Gotta save some coin. I like you, girl. Honestly would say the most basic advice without going into a long spiel is start saving no matter how old you are right now, because at the end of the day you're gonna look back and be like, oh, like let's say you saved up 10 grand over a few years, like, and by the time you look back, especially when you start off super young, I saved up for my place, you guys, ever since I was in like my late teens. I was really bad in my early teens, to be honest with you, but I always wanted to have money in the bank. I would never ever spend everything, okay? But let's say I would get some money, whether it's from my parents or whatever, I would blow that, and I'd be like, oh, because I still have money in the bank, so like it's fine, I'll just blow this. But like now I'm like, Steph, you know how much more money you could have had, like, instead of doing that? Save right now, girl. As you're watching this video, save right now. Just put it aside. I don't care if it's $5 a week and those were dollar signs you did not spend and that you will have in your bank account, and put it in a separate account, girl. Do not be putting it in your checking account where purchases come out from. No, sweetheart. So always keep it separate. Name it something. Name it savings for my future or something. I remember looking back and being like, damn, you saved all that money. Like, you saved all that money and now you have the ability to get your place. When was your last relationship? Girl, it didn't last very long. It seems like you're very content living alone, and I think that's great. Well, thank you, girl. Raydell? Is it Raydell? Because if it's Raydell, girl, watch yourself. I don't know if I feel comfortable saying when my last relationship was, but it wasn't short. It was lengthy in my opinion. It was lengthy, yeah, it was long enough. I am very content living on my own, and I also think that's great. I think it's very good to be secure within yourself and to be okay living with yourself before you even introduce another person. What face tan do you use? So currently I'm actually using the Bali Body face tanning water, and honestly, you guys, it works hella quick, whereas other ones I feel like you kind of have to wait for the color to show, and I've really been liking it. Do you ever want to take care of more pets in the future, or one is enough? Nyla is adorable. First of all, thank you. No. Oh my god, I just felt like that mom that like had her first kid and she's like, no, I'm not having any more. I cannot see myself having, I will babysit, but I cannot see myself going through this puppy stage one more time. Nyla's enough for me. I want to spoil my princess. She's my everything. Hidden talents you're too shy to show. I feel like I used to show you guys a lot more of me like doing bachata and like dancing and stuff like that, but I guess I got a little bit shy as I got older maybe. I love to sing. I'm not saying I'm Mariah Carey, but I think I sing decently. I haven't shared with you guys too much of my art and stuff like that, but it's probably very rusty at this point. I do really well in the arts with like drawing and coloring and painting and stuff like that, and I'm really artistic. Should a woman pay on a first date, or should you expect him to pay? Or when the bill comes, I'm like, oh, do you want me to help you out with that? Like, I'm that girl. I'll be like, oh, do you want me to help you out with that? But I'm just saying that because what I need you to say is, oh, hell no, girl. Like, I'm paying for this. That's what I need you to say. You can be a lady and offer, you know, so that it doesn't look like you're just like, take care of that. Like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if the person was like, yeah, you know, it'd be nice like to get a little bit of help, obviously I would give the help, but I'd be like, are you serious? If you weren't able to take me here, then why would you take me here? Then you should have took me somewhere else. You know what I mean? I'm traditional when it comes to relationships. I'm traditional when it comes to a male role and a female role. Not that women can't do what men do, right? Like, can I go get my oil change and fill up my own tire? Yes, I can, girl. But if I'm single, I will do that. If I'm with you, I'm not going to do that. That's what I think a real man will do, you know? But again, there's multiple different types of men out there, and there's multiple different types of women and different views. You're asking me, my answer is he should hella pay on the first date. When I feel like saying, hey, I got this one, I think it shows him, hey, I'm not just here for your money. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not right either. It's not right to use men for their money. That's not what I'm saying. To be honest with you guys, I do everything on my own. You know what I mean? If you're single, you can relate. We do everything on our own. I do everything on my own. So if you're going to come into my life and you're not going to take any of that off my plate, I'm sorry, sweetheart. If you fell in love, got engaged, would you let your followers know? Another one is what is your self-care routine? How do you manage stress and anxiety with your PMDD and this horrible pandemic? To be honest with you guys, I will not be coming out with it right away. Why am I sweating? Y'all are making me nervous. As an influencer, some influencers, they don't care, right? They're dating someone new, they flaunt it, they show it, cool. I don't have anything against that. I don't care about anybody else. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, look at this person in my life, okay, that's over. Oh, look at this new person in my life. I need to be very sure of you. I need to make sure that this is going to be pretty much it. I know that it still happens where that person is it. It's even gonna take a while showing them to my family this time around. I already said that to myself. It's gonna be a while because I just want to take my time with that person. I think it's also because the age that I'm at too, you know what I mean? If that person's comfortable being on camera, y'all will be seeing them. If that person's not comfortable, I'll be like, guys, it's been a while. I am seeing someone. They're just not comfortable on camera. I feel like if I was engaged, I feel like it's weird not to tell you. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's weird. Yes, this is my job, but no, it does not mean I need to let you into my personal life. And I feel like that's just me setting boundaries. It's not because of what people would say, it's just that's my personality. I don't need everybody in my business. I don't need people knowing who I'm dating at the moment, who I'm talking to at the moment. So my self-care routine, to be honest with you guys, I miss taking my baths so much, but when she's taking a nap, I have to just put down what I'm doing and I just have to go take a bath. I really feel like I miss them, and it was just my time to just be like, okay, how do you manage stress and anxiety? To be honest, I think now that there's someone else here with me and my baby's here with me, and it's just too much and I'm getting overwhelmed, I wait till she's sleeping. I have to go out for a drive. If you guys don't know, everything is literally closed around here. All we can do is just get some fresh air, and that's basically it. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna put this that I have to do today aside and I'm gonna watch a show. I miss having time for things. I don't have time for anything anymore, you guys. I feel like a mom that just had a newborn. Like, what is going on over here? I would go to the store and do like window shopping and stuff, and that was like a really big relief for me, and now I don't have that. So it kind of sucks. Y'all, I'm trying not to go crazy here with all these new restrictions and not being let out. Kind of sucks, to be honest. I said the best thing to do is just find what makes you calm, makes you happier. Figure out what's worth stressing about and what's really not worth stressing about. A lot of times I'm like, oh my god, this morning is horrible with her, it's horrible. And then I'm like, okay, how can you calm down? How can you make this morning better? Are you making this morning worse? Is that what you're doing? And a lot of the times, you guys, with a puppy, it's your freaking fault. Like, that was a mouthful. Would you ever move to the US? I loved this question when I saw it because I was like, oh my god. It's always at the back of my head, but there's things I love about Canada and there's things I don't, and then there's things I love about the US and then there's things I don't. It's hard because I literally would be moving absolutely by myself because ain't nobody following me over there. Sometimes I'm tempted to do like a little trial to see how I would like it. Natalie, where you want to go, girl? Want to go to Texas? Everything's bigger in Texas, sweetheart. Watch yourself. My family would not be there. It would be a back and forth thing constantly all the time, but it would be very hard. My baby's waking up. Are you awake, mamas? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You want to say hi to them? What's your love language? Oh my god, I did this freaking quiz and now I forgot. I think it's words of affirmation. I think number 2 was like the affection, the physical affection. What advice do you have for someone who is feeling lost about life? Ooh, girl, I had a stage like that. It was really bad for me. Like, oh man, I do not want to go back there. Before I started doing YouTube and I was so hella confused, the best thing I can tell you is let things just kind of play out on their own and do the best with what you have in the moment, but try to figure out what you might want to do. I constantly said YouTube is not for me. Here I am being constantly vulnerable with you guys and just like sharing my entire life and everyday stuff all the freaking time. I can't tell you that like the answers were in front of your face, which for me it kind of was, but I kept pushing it aside kind of thing. Give it some time, girl, and just don't put any timeline. I feel like that was what I was doing wrong. I'm very hyper because I just woke up. Can you calm down, mamas? Okay. Okay, mamas. Hi, mamas. Okay, you want to go pee-pee? Let's go. I'm dying because my glass of water is still full. I'll want to know about my love life quite a bit. So I think it's because I don't talk about it a lot, and it's probably on purpose. Shh. I don't really like to get into my love life and my personal life, to be honest with you guys. I'm never gonna like come out unless I'm like ready to, or if I'm in a relationship that we're ready to. Just know right now, I'm not dating someone. What have you learned about yourself since living alone? I knew I was independent, but damn, I didn't think I was this independent. I think that's what it taught me. And you also have to understand, I come from a very like traditional family and very kind of like tight-knit with my family. I got this place, you guys, without anybody knowing. No one was looking with me. I looked completely by myself. My parents were away on vacation, actually. everything, like the numbers, the people, seeing the place, looking at the listings, everything was on my own. And I'm very, very proud of myself for that, because I think it's important. At the end of the day, like, let's say you're with someone and it doesn't work out, I don't want to be dependent on that person where like I wouldn't be able to do anything, you know what I mean? It's funny because I'm very modern when I'm single because I have to be, but I'm actually very, very old-fashioned and traditional when it comes to a relationship. Are you talking to someone? Y'all want to be in my business. Damn. My girl doesn't kiss and tell. She just doesn't. Fortunately, she just doesn't. No, I'm not. Would you ever move to LA? It's a no. How old are you? I'm 31 years old. A lot of people don't believe me and I'm like, thank you, girl. Thank you so much. What was it like being the eldest sister growing up, and how has it changed now? Oh my God. You thought you'd be the first one married, the first one pregnant, and I was kind of on the way there, you know? New to my channel, I was engaged in the past. I was gonna be the first one married. I was gonna be the first one to probably get pregnant and, you know, whatever. You kind of have that pressure as the oldest. And then what happened was Amy moved out first, Jessica moved out, and I was the last one on my parents. So that's another thing, that I ended up being the one that was single and living her life, living her best life. Watch yourself. Growing up, kind of got blamed for everything. If someone was failing in a certain course, Steph, she's failing. Aren't you gonna fix that? Aren't you gonna help her? And I'm like, me? What the frick am I gonna do? Why the hell is this my responsibility? Like, everything is your freaking fault. Your sisters have slipped up. It's your problem. And your sisters are these two beautiful princesses. And the other thing I hated about growing up was I wasn't allowed to do this. I wasn't allowed to do that. Like, really basic things, like go out with friends by myself. But when my sisters were teenagers, they were out allowed with their friends. They could go to parties. They could go to dances. They could go to their boyfriend's house. Like, are you, por favor? I feel like when I was younger, I kind of got the strict end. I've answered all of your questions, you guys. I appreciate every single one of them. Hopefully we'll get to do another chit chat, question and answer in another video soon. I want to say a big shout out to Kenzie for sponsoring again today's video. I definitely recommend it if you guys want to remove your shaver from your shower and not having to shave every single other day. Make sure you guys check out the link down below in my description box, and I also have a coupon code where you guys will save extra money to get your device and start using it at home. It's the most perfect time right now. Super convenient, super easy, and really safe, you guys. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys do, and also click the bell so you guys get notified for all of my brand new videos. And also follow me on IG. It is at Steph G Macedo. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so that I know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video.